Caretaker Committee Chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State, Tony Okocha, says the October 5th local government elections in the state will not hold. Okocha, who said this during a press briefing in Port Harcourt on Monday, described the election as a charade. According to him, the matter is still in court, adding that until it is decided, the local government poll cannot hold. He warned candidates again to stop selling their belongings to contest, as they would lose their money for nothing. Okocha also congratulated Monday Okpebholo of the APC for emerging victorious in the Edo governorship election, stating that all South-South states will be controlled by the APC in no distant time. Daniel, what do you have to say to this statement by Okocha? Elections will not hold.
Let me start from the comic part of it. I think it would also be good as a counselor, where he advised people, don't sell your property, because in future you might be just a
you
joke.
Might run at a loss.
I think first it's good that he has gone to court to ventilate his disagreement with what the lower court has said. Agreed. But I think he is not in a position to speak for the court. We should get that clear. He has gone to court. He has told the court things are ongoing. He should allow the court to speak for itself. Or probably, if there was an injunction or something, he can go back to the same court to say, with these evidences, these same persons are continuing with what you have given. But for me, I don't think that he should be speaking for the court. The court has, he's there while waiting for the final resolutions on what he went to court for. But I don't think that he should please not speak for the court. Like I said the first time, his advice is also good for those who are contesting. They should take that advice and see that they don't sell their properties so that by tomorrow nobody would lose out anyway. But I think ordinarily he should not be speaking for the court.
All right. Chizzy, what do you have to say?
Yes, you know, I like to separate things.
Yes.
He said that it looks like an authority speaking. Election will not hold. In fact, if there's anybody who should say that, there's a finality to that. In fact, the court, if they take him to court, having taken them to court, if they refer court to that, the court might have to find him. Because that's like giving the judgment before the judgment. I mean, that's a finality to that. I understand the spirit at which he's saying, but he didn't back it up with facts like an individual speaking and saying that this is the reason why I feel the election will not hold, because there's no election in the first place. If I'm going to speak that, I will tell him 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons why the election should hold. But if I had also taken them to court, that means that I can't even longer speak to the people about that, because I have spoken in the public glare. That's the court. Then secondly is the fact that, see, the fact that a matter is in court does not stop the election, except there is a pronouncement by the court. The fact that there is a matter, in fact, if the court of first instance, which of course that's where it is now, gives a verdict on Friday, and the appeal is instituted on that same Friday, they will still go for election, because it means, that's why you see, it's only that when people see it this way, they don't also see it this way. That's why when people went to court to say this was defected, and the court said no, and then they went to appeal, and then he said no, they're no longer members of our assembly. I said, wow, the court is still processing the finality. Like I said one day, that I was speaking with a judge, the Justice of the Supreme Court, and he said, Chizzy, we are not the best. We are not perfect because we are the best. We are perfect because we are final. So that is the only place. When you say election will not hold, as far as the Supreme Court that says no election, or the Court of Appeal, because of course that will stop at that, and say no election, of course I can say election will not hold because of what they have said. You can begin to say, but he can't now, like I said, he can't speak for the court because it's already in court, and then he should give us the reason why election shouldn't hold. And again, let me also look for the Yatrobo Chioma. You see the same thing I've said. The other time you said Emeka Bekei, the chairman of APC. Now this is Caretaker Committee Chairman of APC of Rivers State. Now you have called the same people now. There's no fashion attached to it. There is no. So you are giving legality to the two. One is speaking, election will hold. Another one is speaking, election should hold. But that is a little bit of on the comic side, like my brother would say. I will say that, like he said, when we are speaking as public officers, of course there are certain things that I like to call something. I've forgotten it, but it's for want of the appropriate, words for that, but we have to do it to just look for trouble. Say, look, this thing it won't hold, and all of that. But in his advice, he just advised people. Let me tell you, Chairman, I'm on air. I know, of course, I've been in politics for a very long time, and I know virtually all of those who are trying to be chairman or not chairman. He's brought one funny issue. You're a caretaker committee chairman, right? You're appointed by a PDP governor. You're appointed by the PDP governor, and part of your terms of reference is to make sure that you're the organized PDP. You also say they are PDP, and then the man goes to visit APP office that he wants to know what they are doing in APP office. That means that the man has said all of us are in APP. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. All of us are in APP, and I heard that the man is one of the people they have given the candidate of the APP that the primary is organized in government house.
Probably he has registered as APP member.
Probably has registered.
Now, the question will be: has there been an official defection?
Defection.
From the PDP?
He hasn't registered.
Probably that is where the PDP will now.
Chairman, he said probably. Let me speak authoritatively. 80% of them who are running for election do not have APP card. They are APP candidates. It's just I don't know why we forget that people can come up to do something. That means that assuming the election even hold.
Now the question would be, when they run for candidacy under APP, the question would be, at what point did they resign from the PDP? Because these are the nitty-gritties that at the end of the day will solidify their disqualification. Because if they are running for candidacy under APP, and now I'm actually giving them free information that they can actually work. I should be paid for this, by the way. Now, if they are running for elections under the APP, meanwhile, the basis for their caretaker chairmanship is under a PDP as a party. While they were still caretaker chairman under PDP, they have become candidates for APP. Now, it now behoves on the PDP as a party to prove that while they were running for chairmanship or councillorship, as the case may be, under APP, they were still legitimate members of the PDP, and that's the disqualification. Because if actually they registered in APP while still being members of PDP, that is double membership. And that automatically should disqualify them.
Chairman, let me even go. You are going to what I would like to say primary, secondary, and university. You are even going to the secondary aspect of it. Let me tell you that the APP itself, I'm here to be challenged. The APP does not have world ESCOs. The APP. And there hasn't been any announcement because
you're saying that APP does not have structure.
When you say structure, I say world ESCOs. Don't talk about structure. Structure is bigger than an ESCO. We're talking about ESCOs in the world.
If there are no world ESCOs, then how does the world exist?
That is what I'm telling you. See, let me tell you.
Which means that there is no structure.
There's no structure. So the people they are even going to write as their world ESCO to become party chairman, there hasn't been a NEC meeting of not even NEC meeting of APP dissolving, whether it is erroneous or not, dissolving there and forming a caretaker. And so somebody who is not a member of APP is going to register you in APP. In my word, I know the APP, the man they call the APP chairman now, in my word, is the PDP assistant secretary.
Still a member of
I don't understand, and then he's not the chairman.
No, but I think that let's also be fair to some of these persons.
All right.
During the revalidation of the membership, yes, some persons were intentionally phased out.
All right.
The registrations were denied them.
All right.
And so, if registration is denied me as a person, don't I have, what it then means is I'm no longer a member. By the revalidation process approved by the National Working Committee.
Yes.
Now, if that was done, because I like using myself, I don't want to mention anybody's name. If by the revalidation exercise, Daniel Momo was denied registry, does that now make me a member or not a member of that political party. Remember, even the governor of the state was denied that registration. And so,
but after the denial of that registration, he still went ahead to appoint caretaker chairman.
No, I'm coming.
I'm
going somewhere based on what he said. I'm going somewhere.
I want to take him on that.
I just want to build up
all right.
The narrative of where I'm going. See, so it will be pretty difficult for us to say I'm holding Daniel. Probably he has done something anti-party or something illegal that require that he is not a member of that political party. But again, is that your registration to a political party doesn't have to be public.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't have to be public.
That's right.
Even my resignation from a political party, I can write to my ward.
Of course.
Quietly. Nobody know. But I am particular about the state governor and the caretaker members who, at what point did this shift to now begin to say openly, because he's still a member of the, you remember the national government came out to say, no, whether you were registered or you were not registered, I mean, the validation, you are a member. But the truth is that new membership card was given to people.
Now the question would be, why is the governor of Rivers State still a member of the PDP Governors Forum?
No. See, we will get to know when. We'll get to know when the congresses and other things would happen, because the one who owns the PDP here has said that nobody should dabble into the affairs of the PDP in Rivers State. That he's capable to put fire somewhere. So my argument here is this: that is at this stage for us is pretty difficult. Whether we can accuse this caretaker chairman of still being a member of the PDP, when, even though it's not public, most of us know that most of them were denied that revalidation exercise. And they were never issued any PDP new card. There's a new card. Somebody showed it to me. I would have snapped and showed and forward to you. These persons were denied. They were intentionally sidelined. Now, can we call them, because he is into party affairs and all of that, can I say if I deny him revalidation exercise, is he still a member of that party?
Chizi, you can answer
yes,
that.
Yes, that's where I wanted to come. You see, I don't put emotions to issues. What you have said is correct. For instance, if I'm denied revalidation, it means automatically I am not a member of the party. So there's no party I should resign from. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Now, but the engagement into a new party is the process that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is this: that these people who are now the chairman of the ward of those political parties, the APP political parties, that's the word I'm talking about, that there has not been any, because for you to be that when you were not, because it's part of a Congress. If they are not going to be Congress, then the National Executive Committee will have to dissolve Rivers State own Congress for a caretaker where you can come. So when you now transit from not being a member, having just been denied, to being a member and the chairman of the party, which Congress brought you in? And if the Congress did not bring you in, how do you now sign the form of a man who contested local government chairman? So the foundation becomes 40. I'm not even talking about whether they are members of the PDP or not. I'm saying that assuming that as non-partisan politician, that you want to go and register in a political party, and then they make you this. I'm saying that the process that brought you in is not legal. You just change people. Let me shock you.
No, but you know that, take for example, the then APC, before Muhammadu Buhari, during that first time, I think came to had a National Working Committee meeting and agreed to give a waiver.
That's what
to give a waiver. Yes. To example, they gave it to the former Sokoto State governor, who was then in PDP, and he came and contested he joined immediately and contested elections.
Now, this is the latest of waivers. That's what I'm saying. And I'm giving you waivers to contest election. You don't understand? I am giving you waivers that you can contest election. But that election also, you will have to sign your forms and members from the world. It is the members, the ESCOs of the world that I'm talking about. Have you also given them waivers? No. I am saying that the only simple thing that would have been done, if I say something now, they will charge me of anti-party. But we did something like that for some people. Okay, during Awara, you know that all of us who were APC, we supported Awara, for instance. Awara was in AAC, right? We supported Awara. As soon as that was done, we went to the national and called the National Working Committee of the Awara district. Those National Working Committee began to dissolve Awara's district, and it was accepted here. And so we filled in the ESCOs because it's now caretaker, and they do not have the legal right to sign our forms. You see, you are not a candidate. No matter what the national says, the national can give you waiver, meaning that what waiver means is that there is a certain time within which you are going to be in the political party before you can contest election in the political party. That's just it. But it does not stop you from being a member of the political party. And to be a member of the political party, the world chairman and secretary must sign. And so for them to sign, the world chairman and secretary must be a member of the party, must also be ESCOs of the party. So if it is because they're giving you waiver and they write the names of people as ESCOs, the question is, when were they also dissolved? They were not considered election for them to be filled, for you not to do this, because the first waiver should be to these persons before these other persons, before these other persons. That's what I'm saying. So waivers is done in political parties. They do waivers.
Okay.